Alright friends, so all of these shapes are irregular rectangles, just like our last video, but this time we have some missing sides. For instance, one missing side that we have is this, okay? And another missing side that we have, we don't know the length of this. So, before we solve, first I'm going to partition my rectangles. So I'm going to partition it like this, right? So I have two rectangles, one on top and one on the bottom. This one I am going to model for you, so please pay attention. So let's take a look at figuring out this missing side, this green one right here. So everything I'm highlighting in green are going to be the vertical. Vertical, remember, goes up and down. Horizontal goes side to side. Okay? So let's stick with the vertical. This side is green. It's vertical, and it's 7. This side is 3. So if the longer side is 7 and the shorter side is 3, what is the length of this side? Well, it's just 4. 7 right here minus 3 is 4. So the length of this side is 4. Another way to think about this is 3 plus 4 is 7. So now let's take a look at the vertical side to figure out, the horizontal side to figure out the length of the orange side. Okay? So here we have the longest side 6 and a shorter side 4. So if the longest side is 6 and the shorter side is 4, what's the length of this side? It's just 2. It's just 2 because 6 right here minus 4 is 2. Another way to think about this is 2 plus 4 is 6. So now we have all the information that we need to solve our problem. So let's take a look. First, I'm going to look at our bottom rectangle, okay, right here. So let's take a look. What is the length of this side? That's pretty easy. This is just 2, so I'm going to circle it. Now, what is the length of this side? Is it 7, which is the length of all of this, or is it 4, which is the length of this? Well, it's not 7 because 7 is all up and down, so it would be 4. So the area is 2 times 4, and that would equal 8. Let's look at the top rectangle. It looks like this. It's not a very beautiful drawing, but it looks a little bit like this. Okay? What is the length of this side? Well, that's pretty easy. We know it's not 7 because 7 is all the way up and down. It's just 3. So I'm going to circle that. Now let's look at the length. Is the length 6, or all of this, or 4, where the orange is? Well, it's the entire length of this, which is 6, not 4. So 6 times 3, the area 6, 12, 18, that would be 18. And to figure out the total area, I'm going to add 18 plus 8. 8 plus 8, 16, carry the 10. 110 plus 110 is 210, so 26 square units. Whew, this was quite a lot. So what I want you to do now, we can consider this problem number 1. So if you label this on your paper, label it number 1. Please redraw this shape using the exact same label for the side lengths that I just used. Let's go ahead and partition the shape like this and figure out the total area of this shape. Get to work. Alright, this one is quite hard. So if you got your answer wrong, you must pay attention and listen, obviously. Go ahead and copy this again on maybe bottom half of your paper so that you can follow along what I'm doing. The trick to this is to calculate, once again, our unknown side lengths. So let's start with a horizontal. Horizontal goes side to side. This. So we know this side is the longest length, and this side is 5, and this side is 2. So if a shorter side is 2 plus a shorter side 5, what is the length of the longer side? Easy. 2 plus 5 is 7. So the length is 7. Okay. Now let's look for this side. I'm going to do this side in red. Okay. We know the longest vertical side is 6 minus a shorter side 3. So what is the length of the unknown? Well, 6 minus 3 is 3. I'm going to do that in black so that we can see. Pause the video right here. Make sure your drawing matches this. Alright, let's get back to it. So first, let's calculate the area of the top rectangle. It looks like this. Okay. What is the length of this side? Okay, right here. Is it 7 or is it 5? Well, it's pretty obvious that it's 7. It's the entire long length, not 5. Okay, next, what's the length of this side? Is it 6, which is this whole red line, or is it 3, which is this whole red line? Well, it's not 6, it's 3. So the area of the top rectangle is 7 times 3 equals 7, 14, 21. Equals 21 square units. But we're not done yet. We need to figure out the area of the bottom rectangle. Let's take a look. So what is the length of this side, the blue? Well, it's just 2. That's pretty simple. And what is the length of this side? It's 3. So 2 times 3 equals 6. So to add each area up, 21 plus 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. 2 plus nothing is 2. 27 square units. Pause this video, copy this down if you need to. Alright, let's take a look. You can go ahead and label this problem number 2 on your paper. Copy all of this down and solve for the total area of this rectangle. Just so that my explanation makes sense with yours, this is where you should split your rectilinear. Get to work. Alright, my lovely friends, we are back. So I'm noticing that we're missing some side lengths. So let's figure those out. We have this missing. And also we have this missing. So let's figure each out. Alright, let's start with the red. So we know that this is going up and down. And this side right here, 2, is also up and down. And so is this side, 3, also up and down. So if we have a short side 2 plus a short side 3, what is the length of this side? Well, 2 plus 3 is 5. So I'm going to do that in black. 5. All right. Now, let's take a look at the purple side. The purple side. So we have this side that's missing, and we know that this long side is 9. The shorter side is 4. So if we have long minus short is 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. So let's quickly go over the area. So we know that we're finding the area, let's say, of the left rectangle, right here. What is the length of this side? Is it 9, which is all the way across? Or is it 4, which is right here? Well, it's not 9, it's 4. We're only going from here to here for this rectangle. Next, let's look at this side. Is the length of this rectangle 5 all the way up and down, or is it 2 from here to here? Well, it's not 2 because we need to go all the way down here, so it has to be 5. So 4 times 5 equals 20. Alright, this last one is pretty easy to figure out. Let's take a look at this rectangle. What is the length of this side? Well, easy, it's labeled, it's 5. And what's the length of this side? Also easy and labeled, it is 3. So 5 times 3 equals 15. So to add these two up, 20 plus 15, 0 plus 5, 5, 2 plus 1, 3. So 35 square units. Alright, go ahead and label this number 3 on your paper. I know these are tricky and that there's a reason why we are practicing. Alright, let's take a look. So we know that we need to find two sides. This side, which I'm going to do in purple, and let's do this side right here, which I'm going to do in light blue. Pause the video, find the missing sides, and then solve for the total area. Let's partition it like this. Good luck. Alright, we are back. So I know this is rather tricky, so let's start by finding out the length of the missing sides. So we know that the horizontal long side is 11. This entire thing is 11. And this part here is 5. Right? From here to here would be 5. So what is the length of this side? Well, 11 minus 5 is 6. So this side would also be 6. Now let's take a look at the light blue side. We're finding this. So we know that the longest side is 9, and this little portion right here, this little portion, which is also the same here, is 4. So 9 minus 4 is 5. So this length is 5. So now we're able to zoom in onto finding the area. Alright, so let's take a look at the top rectangle. What is the length of this side? Is it 5, the light blue, or is it 9, which spans all the way here? Well, it's just 5. We don't need to go from here to figure out the length of just this. Look at this side. What's the length? Is it 11, or is it 5? 5 is from here to here. Well, it has to be all 11. So I'm going to make this pen thinner because it's annoying me. Alright, so 5 times 11 equals, well, 55. Next, let's figure out, I'm going to cross this 9 out, the area of the bottom shape. The bottom shape. So, what is the length of this side? 4, given to us, easy. And what's the length of this side? 6, also given to us, easy. So 4 times 6 equals 24. Let's go ahead and add up our areas. 55 plus 24. 5 plus 4 is 9. 5 plus 2 is 7. So 79 square units. My goodness. What a large shape.